5-5 football season 9 hitting week 9, and with only 3 weeks to go, it is all heating up. Another 12 games to show you this week, and as per usual, we'll jump straight into the team lineups for week 9. Starting with Parmesan Belgrade, as we always do. Chucky, Michael, Jordan, Callum and Paddy all available this week to help Martin, as Parmesan Belgrade look like they're going to make a last-ditch rush at the end of the season to try and overtake Fatburn Rovers at the top. Will this be the week that they close the gap, or will it remain? Flaberdeen up next. They've had an upturn in form recently, and they've got a 4-man core squad plus 3 commissioners available this week. Captain Paul is back and has Doug, Sean and Jamie from the core lineup available. Lewis, Stephen and Aidan all come in from commissioner to help out Flaberdeen to see if they can continue this uptick in form. Scrandinavia find themselves in the worst position at the bottom of the league after lifting the trophy last season. Lewis back again this week with Ryan, Thomas and Barry all available for him this week. Connor, Rossman from commissioner and a surprise return from Sam, from those who watched us in earlier seasons, makes an appearance this week. O.B City up next. O.B City still battling away for that 3rd position slot there. Willie has Brian, Lewis, Nathan, Matt, Stephen all available from the main roster of players, with Josh coming in from the commissioner squad to help boost their numbers this week as they continue to battle valiantly high up in the table. Rapid Viennetta starting to creep away from the bottom 2 at the bottom of the league and start to try and pose a threat to the teams above them in the league standing. Carl's got Niall, Gilly, Aidan, Lewis and James all available from the main lineup, and Kier comes in from the commissioner squad to help them out this week by boosting their numbers in the lineups. Fatburn Rovers still sit at the top of the league, but the question is for how long. Terry is unable this week, so John, Matthew, Mitchell, Timber and Finlay all step up to pick up the reins in his absence, with Andrew coming in from the commissioner squad to help out the league leaders. Ivory Toes line up for you next on screen now, and Greg are available this week and is able to call upon Paul, Boother, David and Liam from the main Ivory Toast lineup. Brady and Ross come in from the commissioner squad to help them try and get themselves a sure footing in the league this season, as results been a bit topsy-turvy for them. And finally, Bayern Bru, once again a strong core lineup with Captain Roscoe returning this week. He's got Colin, Taylor, Cheesy, Martin F and Ash from the main Bayern Bru roster lineup available. Barney coming in to help out Bayern Bru on a bit of a rarity for a commissioner dropping in to the Bayern Bru squad. And we'll quickly look at the league table before we start the matches. Fatburn Rovers top, Parmesan Belgrade second on 48, Bayern Bru 39, O.B City on 35, Ivory Toast on 34, Rapid Viennetta on 25, Flaberdeen on 25 and Scandinavia at the bottom on 24 points. Match 1 for you on week 9. Highlight sees Bayern Bru versus O.B City. Bayern Bru in purple, shooting left to right, and O.B City in black, shooting right to left. Early on here, Bayern Bru winning the ball back and looking to try and get forward. Martin there on the far side, but the shot there just a bit tame, not quite putting pressure on the O.B City goalkeeper, but it is an early chance for Bayern Bru. Martin coming forward now with the ball past one player, going on to another, but the shot is blocked there. Unfortunately, he cannot get the strike on to the goal line there. O.B City coming away with the ball now. Good run here from Brian. It's managed to bobble its way, but Roscoe there to pick up. And now Martin in space. Can Martin finish? Yes, he does. Martin gets the opening goal, and it is for Bayern Bru in this game. 1-0 to the boys in purple. And actually, this is a 3 versus 4 place in the table battle going on here. Bayern Bru currently sitting 3rd, O.B City behind them in 4th. So that is a significant blow for O.B City's chances to try and jump Bayern Bru this week. 1-0 the scoreline just now as the game continues on, with Matt with the ball for O.B City here, playing across to Stephen there. Stephen bullet feet looking to try and make the pass there. Marta's intercepted it though, and it's been picked up again by O.B City. Brian picks it up there and the ball comes across there back to Brian, and Brian gets himself an equaliser for O.B City there. A great little attack there as the ball bounced around. Cheesy unable to get his feet onto the ball there to stop it going forward. And Brian with a nice little finish past Taylor into the back of it there, making it 1-1 now in the scoreline. And as mentioned earlier, this is a third versus fourth standing game as the referee blows for a foul there and says for the ball to return back to the goalkeeper there. As I was saying, this is a third versus fourth game here, and so with it being even Stevens now the scoreline, there is going to be a one for either team to push forward and get themselves a winning goal here. As Brady there on the other side, Barney there on the other side with the ball, back to Martin, and the save there from, I believe it's Nathan that's in goals just now. That's a fine save there from Nathan as the ball rolled across the box there, and he's able to stop Martin getting another goal to his name. But Bayern Bru coming again, and another save there from Nathan, and Barry's shot there just straight at Nathan as he's lying down there, as several players raise their hand to make a substitution in this match. Save there from Taylor now as O.B City look to push forward, and Bayern Bru on the counter now. Nice run by Martin. Oh, and that was set up beautifully, but he just could not apply the finish there on the volley. Still 1-1 in this game. Haven't had another goal since O.B City's Brian put it into a 1-1 level game here as Bayern Bru looking to try and get themselves forward now. Nice little footwork on the far side there from Martin, trying to tell Ash to get across the pitch there. Cheesy now playing the ball to the middle. Roscoe's there, and the deftest of touch, and Roscoe's back doing what he does best in this league. Nice little finish there. The ball comes through, and tiny as the touches there, just a place into the bottom corner, and that definitely confuses Nathan there and goes expecting the shot to go across him, but it goes into his left-hand post, and it's 2-1 in this match now. Bayern Bru getting themselves ahead in the game, and O.B City needing to come back straight away as Bayern Bru play this ball across the back. Ashley in the middle with the ball, plays to Ross on the far side, and Bayern Bru are starting to pull away in this game. Another lovely fed ball into the middle there to Ash, and then Ash plays that ball across, and then Roscoe opens himself up, and a nice finish into the far corner there to make it 3-1 in this game. O.B City having to come back into this now with a 2-goal deficit here, and they're on the move straight away, but Bayern Bru close them down very quickly in this match, and Taylor will look to collect that ball safely into his hands, and now it's been played it to Ash. Ash, well, a little bit dangerous there, playing across the box, so they managed to get away with it. This is lovely football here from Bayern Bru as they go forward. Oh, and the finish just would have been the cherry on top there from that move. Some brilliant first time touching there as Bayern Bru still coming. Ash still has the ball. Will he go himself? He does. It's just high. Roscoe's picked it up. Roscoe with another goal. That's his hat-trick completed in this game. Back into the squad after a timeout with injury. First game in his return, and he bags himself a hat-trick, and O.B City will have been wishing that Roscoe had just stayed out injured for another week. 4-1 now, the scoreline in this match as they look to come forward once again. Willie receiving the ball on the far side. Brian looks to take the ball in. He's got Roscoe there for company, but now he's played it through to Lewis. Lewis trying to find Willie. Willie with a shot. Willie with the goal, and O.B City strike back very quickly in this match. Lewis with the ball to the feet there. Looks like he was going to go himself there. Ash trying to put a block there. Left Willie in some space, and then Willie just slides that across the goal and across Taylor there, unable to get any sort of limb out to make a stop on that shot. And now the deficit's been reduced to 2 goals now. O.B City still going to have to work hard to get back into this game, but there's still plenty of time available for them in this match. O.B City looking to get things restarted as Nathan plays it back to Willie here. Willie coming forward, ample amount of time and space there, and Taylor almost losing control of the ball there, but is able to rely upon Coco there, who's able to get it back into his hands and keep it safe there. Long ball by O.B City, makes it all the way up to Willie. Willie now with the shot, and unfortunately just a bit high from Willie there, but Brian's picked up now. Brian to Lewis, but it's been intercepted by Taylor, and Stephen intercepts that after seeing a really nice player passage from Bayern Bru earlier on that led up to that fourth goal. It's a bit sloppy passing from either team here, but Stephen still has the ball here. The middle of the pitch has found Brian. Brian being closed down by Martin. Oh, and it's a nice ball to the Lewis, and Lewis applies the finish there, and it's 4-3 now in this match. The O.B City comeback is definitely on. Only 1 goal difference now. Nice finish there from Lewis. Lovely pass into him. He just opens up the left foot and just slots it past the diving Roscoe there in goals for Bayern Bru. And once again, Bayern Bru find themselves kicking off again, almost losing the ball from kickoff there, but their shot just goes wide. And now O.B City through Josh have the chance to Josh in a solo run. Josh playing out wide to lose. Save there from Roscoe there. That would have been a bit of disaster station straight away to be on 4-all as the ball's landed to Stephen after being saved by Roscoe. Stephen to strike there, completely missed by Lewis just as the cutaway came in there. Unfortunately for him, he just did not make any contact with that as Lewis has the ball once again for O.B City, and the save from Roscoe there to deny him as it still remains at 4-3 in this match. Josh battling there with Cheesies. Great ball there by Josh to find Stephen using the boards. Stephen cutting in. Stephen on his own takes the shot, and Roscoe there with the save with the foot. Very, very nice movement there from Stephen, but Roscoe making that save cool and calmly there as Martin has the ball at feet. Martin looking to go forward, plays it through to Cheesy. Bayern Bru coming forward now. Can they kill this game off with another goal? And the ball reaches the far side there, and it's still there, but it's been lost, and Josh through on goal. Can Josh finish? Yes, he does. Counter-attack there from Josh, and it is 4-all in this game. Incredible stuff here. What a comeback from O.B City in this match. Just the counter-attack there, the ball bobbles along into the feet of Josh there, and then Josh slots it into the back of the net to make it 4-all. Unbelievable. Bayern Bru looking incredibly comfortable early on here, and now they've been dragged all the way back into a draw. Will we see any more goals? Is there going to be a winner coming out? There's still a little bit of time left, but it looks like we're heading into the final moments of the match here as Lewis takes the ball across there. Lewis the shot, and he's just dragged that across the goals there. The referee sounds like he's going to go blow the whistle, and he does, and it's 4-all, the final score in this match. Game number 2 of week 9 sees Parmesan Belgrade versus Ivory Toast. Parmesan Belgrade in white shooting left to right, and Ivory Toast in yellow shooting right to left. Little note, apologies for the pitch being a bit skewed with the camera. We had a bit of a problem getting the cameras set up this week. However, all footage captured, so if you just tilt your head a little bit, it will go straighten up there as Paul makes a very good early save there against the shot of Jordan. As Parmesan Belgrade look to strike quickly as Martin's been in space here. Liam does get back, but Martin's still in space. Finds Callum. Callum the shot. Great save there by Paul. Might have bounced off the arm of Callum there. A bit of a shout there for, I think, the goalkeeper grabbing the ball out the box there. However, if that was the case, you would have thought that the free kick would have been given for the potential handball there as Martin's shot just goes wide of the mark there. And Paul will collect that ball easily. So early chances here for Parmesan Belgrade. Nothing converted yet though, as Paul will split forward to Liam. Liam through on goal. Can he score? Yes, he does. And the opening goal of the game goes to Ivory Toast. Brilliant little move there. Liam just moves through the middle of the park there. No one picking him up. Almost people thinking he was just getting into position, and the through ball there collected brilliantly from him there, and he applies the finish past Michael in goals to make it 1-0 to Ivory Toast in this match. Jordan coming forward with the ball at feet as Liam there gets round them, takes a shot. Paul with the save there, and Ivory Toast defenders will collect. David looks to play and start the attack there, and we move on to the next highlight here as David coming forward, they're riding the tackle, and Michael will go collect that ball easily for him there. After a good kind of start here, Parmesan Belgrade on the attack once again, and Jordan there with a cheeky little header there over the top. Viewers with keen eye might notice the rain coming down. It really came down in this match, and the players were absolutely soaked within about 10 minutes. So you might see some spectacular things going on just like that. Perfectly timed. Did not mean that, honestly. As David takes a shot from distance there, Michael makes a dive, manages to get a hand on it, but potentially the rain there having the ball slip through the glove there. You might think that might be the case for it, but to be fair, Michael diving the wrong way of the shot there might have also played into the hands of it, and Ivory Toast have gone 2-0 in the lead in this game. You might make the argument though, it has been against the run of play here. Parmesan Belgrade have looked the most threatening earlier on, but have nothing to show on the scoreboard as Ivory Toast have the chance here. Liam just hits wide there, and Parmesan Belgrade's defence find themselves in 6s and 7s here. They really need to get a hold of their defensive line here as they come forward. through Jordan. Jordan take the shot to Paddy, and the shot there from Paddy, the touch there from Paddy to be more correct, just goes wide of goal. Parmesan Belgrade showing a bit of threatening here as David intercepts, plays it through to Buther, but it's been lost and David takes the shot and it's a bit high wide there. But on the far side there, Ross having the shot there, but it's then blocked by Chucky, and Parmesan Belgrade have a chance to go forward, but no one making the moves here. So Paddy goes himself, and Paddy can finish it himself. He needs no help there at all. Shot from distance there, brilliant space opening up. He moves into it and from about the halfway line there, strikes it into the back of the net, and Paul is left just standing watching that hit the back of his net. So it's now 2-1 in this match now. Parmesan Belgrade getting themselves a goal onto the scoreline here and getting themselves back into the game as Michael looks to restart the match, playing it through to Chucky. Chucky, ball at feet. Very little options. Everybody's sitting about the same length as him, but Cal's got the ball there, takes the shot, Paul with the save, and Chucky can't quite get on the second chance there with the goal gaping after Paul's save there. You would have thought Chucky would be sticking the back of net, but unable to. Ross gets the ball, playing it forward to Buther now. Buther on the edge of the box. Shot saved by Michael there in goals, keeping the score line at 2-1 now as Ivory Toast come forward again, but shot over the bar this time. Ross trying to get another shot away once again over the top of the goal. Ivory Toast needs to keep these shots down. David does, but Michael saves it, and the Parmesan Belgrade goal under threat once again in this match as Paul looks to try and get things going once again here for Ivory Toast. Plays it out to Buther. Buther now has got company there, but plays it through to Ross. Ross now has the opportunity as the rain you can see coming down onto the camera lens here. This is where it really poured down here as Liam looks to play the ball. It's been intercepted, and now Parmesan Belgrade on the counter, and Jordan finishes off that counter to bring them 2-2 back into this match there. Unfortunately for Ivory Toast, over-committing with players up the field there. Jordan receives the ball and then just pushes forward and then just applies the finish there. Paul tries to guess the way that Jordan's going to shoot, but gets it wrong, and it goes into the back of the net. And as the rain comes pouring down here, it is 2-2 as the scoreline as Buther looks to find Ross, and then Liam edges the box there, but unfortunately unable to get the shot away there. Martin looking to try and find Chucky there, but David's intercepted. Martin almost intercepts it again, but David's got it over to Buther. Can Buther finish here? Great save there from Michael. Got to the edge of his box here and managed to get a limb out there to stop the opportunity. And now Parmesan Belgrade are coming forward now. Jordan with a shot, and it's just wide here. And Martin will collect, looking to find a teammate. Jordan's there available, and they're into the corner where we can't see, but a long ball out to Paddy. Paddy, great touch. Paddy, great finish there. And Parmesan Belgrade, for the first time in this match, have themselves into the driving seat of the game. 3-2 with that goal from Paddy. And that's a great shot there from Paddy. Fantastic first touch into that space, and then manages to apply the finish. So Parmesan Belgrade now have a lead to defend in this match. Ivory Toast looking comfortable earlier on in this game. 2-0 up, now find themselves 3-2 behind, and they're going to have to build a comeback to get back into this match sooner rather than later. But it's Parmesan Belgrade on the attack here as Chucky takes the shot, but he skews it wide there. It is collected in the corner there. I believe it's Jordan on the far side that has the ball at feet there, looking to find somebody to play, and as Paddy makes a run there, but it's intercepted by David. Now Buther on his way. Buther going solo. Buther still going. Buther with the goal for Ivory Toast there. Brilliant finish there by Buther. Fantastic shot there on that solo run. Finishes that off. Brilliant move there from him. And that brings them back into this game at 3-3. And that's exactly the sort of shot in the arm that Ivory Toast needed to get themselves into this game. As we have a ball that lands onto the pitch, meaning that we've got to do a bit of a restart from the goalkeepers there. Parmesan Belgrade now looking to try and come forward. The rain has eased off a little, but it's still coming down. Ross with the shot there, but it's high over the goal. Paddy now receives the ball after it bouncing back. Will he go himself? He's got Martin, tries to go himself, but the shot is blocked there, unfortunately for him. But Chucky from distance now and bounces off of Liam. And now a chance for Ivory Toast. Can Ross get there before Jordan? Jordan with the afterburners turned on there, gets there in front of him, and now still has the opportunity to go forward. Jordan now with a shot, and it takes a touch, and it's an own goal for an own goal for Ivory Toast, but into the goals for Parmesan Belgrade. Jordan takes the shot there, and you can see the little touch there from Brady there. It just bounces off his leg and goes into the back of the net. And unfortunately for Ivory Toast, they find themselves behind once again in this match, but not for long, as Liam there, straight from kickoff, hits the ball from distance, and it goes into the goal, and that might have been the rain coming back, making it more difficult for the goalkeepers once again. Liam taking that shot there and into the far corner there. Michael can't get down quick enough to get a hand onto it there, and it is 4-4 in this match. Parmesan Belgrade's lead did not last any time at all there, as they find themselves with a slice of luck getting into the lead with the own goal. And it's back to being square in this game. Parmesan Belgrade looking to collect the ball in their half, as Chucky plays it forward to Callum. Callum now, he's lost the ball. David with the opportunity though. David takes the shot. Save from Michael, and Martin will see that back to his goalkeeper there. A full action game, you have to say, on either end. In fact, two action-packed games to start with. Both funnily enough sit around the 4-4 mark. Well, we see two exact scorelines in the first two games of the games this week. Martin has the ball though on the far side, trying to look for Paddy. Paddy plays it into Chucky. Chucky now takes the turn. It's been blocked there. Chucky still going. Chucky's lost the ball though. David's got it now. David through. Can he make it 5-4? Yes, he does. It's 5-4 now to Ivory Toast. And will that be the winning goal? There is not much time left at all in this match. David winning the ball there, going on a solo run, and with Parmesan Belgrade throwing players forward, unfortunately, it gives the opportunity for David to cut through the Parmesan Belgrade defence, leaving only Mark in front of goal there. Parmesan Belgrade up into the Ivory Toast half now. We're just off camera, we can't see much, and then the ball eventually comes out of that corner there. Paul with the ball in the Ivory Toast goals, looking to restart things as we're entering the last bits of play here, as the ball's rolled out to Liam. Liam holding the ball well on the far side. He'll be looking to just eat up some time in this match. Plays to Ross. Ross with a shot. It's hit the crossbar there. And Ivory Toast could have been 6-4 in this game. But the final whistle goes. It is 5-4 to Ivory Toast. Game number 3 sees Rapid Viennetta versus Fatburn Rovers here at Fatburn football season 9, week 9. Rapid Viennetta in orange shooting left to right, and Fatburn Rovers in green shooting right to left. And again, once again, slight little apology for the pitch being a bit askewed in this match. Again, having a little bit of problems at getting the camera set up for the footage, but they are there and they have captured everything, so you'll be able to see all the matches in their glory. Rapid Viennetta looking to get the game started again here. Lewis with the ball in the goals, looking to play it out long. Does so all the way to Gilly. Gilly now takes the shot. Actually plays it across to Aidan there, and Aidan can't quite get onto the end of it there. But late to the edge of the box there is Niall, and Niall does manage to get the ball in the back of the net there. A bit of a subdued celebration there, almost as if they weren't sure that the ball had actually hit the back of the net. You can see there, it takes a minute for Niall to realise that he has scored and then celebrate with Aidan for the pass. But they do eventually, and that gives Rapid Viennetta the lead in this game, 1-0 here, as they look to kick on in this match. Over on the far side, Gilly's got the ball there, looks to try and play it through, but it's bounced off of Mitchell, and now eventually Rapid Viennetta can break through, but they've actually lost it straight away there, and Mitchell with the shot just go wide of goal there. A bit of sloppy play there from Rapid Viennetta might have cost them badly there. Ball played all the way back through to Andrew there, and then Andrew looking to play to Timber, but it's been lost. Gilly with a shot, and it's saved by Andrew there, and Gilly eventually getting the ball, but cannot get another shot on goal there. Ball played all the way out to Mitchell and then back to John now as Fatburn Rovers look to get forward, and Lewis collects it, and now he's set Rapid Viennetta on their way, but unfortunately they're just unable to get that ball away there. James now, ball at feet, looks to play it forward to Gilly. Rapid Viennetta looking attacking. It's Kier with a shot there, and he just drags it wide of the goal, unfortunately for him there. As you can see, this is the time of the night where the rain really started to come down here and did continue so for a majority of the night. Lewis with the ball at feet, looking to find a player, finds James. James now looking to get this ball forward. Oh, it's a lovely ball, but unfortunately, unlike last week, can't find Gilly with a long cross ball assist there. Aidan now back to Gilly. Rapid Viennetta come forward. Gilly with a shot. Oh, and Gilly manages to sneak the ball through the legs of Andrew and goals for Fatburn there and makes it 2-0 to Rapid Viennetta there. Gilly taking that ball well and then firing that shot through the, well, actually just past the leg of Andrew rather than through the legs. But it still hits the back of the net there. That's all that matters. And it is now 2-0 to Rapid Viennetta in this match. So Fatburn Rovers pushing forward, trying to get themselves back into this game, and they have instantly there. Some good battling there from John up against Keir there. Looked like a Fatburn Rovers player went down there. John playing on though with the advantage and then manages to get the maximum result by getting the goal there for Fatburn Rovers. So 2-1 now in this game. Rapid Viennetta's lead cut down to just a single goal now as Cal pushes on through, takes a shot and it just goes wide of the goal there. Keir using the wall to try and get the ball back into play, but eventually it's picked up by Fatburn Rovers as the rain comes lashing down now in this match, same as the other matches as well. Finlay coming across to pick up that ball. James tries to stop him there, but Lewis eventually in goals with the big save to deny Finlay getting the equalising goal for his team there. Mitchell playing it back to Finlay. Finlay back to Mitchell as Fatburn Rovers look to build up an attack here. Nice shot there from Mitchell, but it's met by the gloves of Lewis and goals for Rapid Viennetta there. Timber, nice little footwork here, trying to make a little bit of space, but unable to now. Comes all the way back across, looking to play it back to Mitchell. Mitchell with a shot and it's blocked there and it just goes wide of the goal as Fatburn Rovers really pushing forward now to try and get the equalising goal here. James looking to play it across to Cal. Cal now looking to take the shot, plays the middle, and Niall can't quite make the connection onto that pass there, unfortunately. Cal ball at feet, looking to play it into James. James now looking to play it across to Niall. Niall just off into the camera. It's on the back heel there from Aidan, but just unable to convert. And that would have been some goal to see a back heel there from Aidan to make it 3-1 in this match. But Fatburn Rovers stay where they are with the scoreline. They've only got a 1 goal difference here as Keir looks to play it back safely to his goalkeeper in Rapid Viennetta. Safe build up, but the signal's been given there by the goalkeeper and it is thrown out now by Lewis. James now, ball, playing it through to Aidan. Aidan, and there is a third goal there for Rapid Viennetta. James collecting that ball, kind of bounces off him and then Keir picks it up there and plays it through to Aidan. Then Aidan takes a shot and puts it into the back of the net there to make it 3-1 in this game. And so Fatburn Rovers, bit of a shock here, behind in this match. Top of the table leaders, 3-1 down in this match. Luckily enough for them and for viewers who watched the game beforehand, Parmesan Belgrade also lost their opening game. And so the gap for Fatburn Rovers remains the same. And they will be taking a crumb of comfort away when they find that out after the end of this game. But John still with the ball at feet. John looking to try and make some movement here. Can they get a last minute goal? Fatburn Rovers. Timber coming forward now on the far side. Looks to play it into Mitchell. Mitchell back in there. Timber with a chance, but James and Gilly get the ball away back to goalkeeper. And the full-time whistle goes, making it 3-1 final score. Game number 4 on week 9 sees Flaberdeen versus Scrandinavia. Flaberdeen in blue shooting left to right and Scandinavia in red shooting right to left. And this is a bottom of the table clash here in this match. Scandinavia at the very bottom of the table and Flaberdeen just a position ahead of them here. So important 3 points for either team to win in this game today as Barry there making the early save against Stephen from the commissioner squad for Flaberdeen there. The ball goes all the way back to Barry in goals as he looks to try and get Scandinavia on the way, and the ball is played up there to Connor. Connor also on loan from the commissioner's team there, who's made an impact so far since joining the league this season. Barry looking to play it through Thomas there. Thomas now looking to find a teammate there. Does so across the other side, but it's been lost there. And now it's picked up. And the shot there into the back of the net by Aidan there. What a strike of that ball there. takes that in well, has some company on the far side there with Ryan and Sam looking to close him down, but eventually gets that shot away, and he gets the opening goal in this game for Flaberdeen to make it 1-0 in this match. And Scandinavia losing the ball early on from kickoff there and giving possession back to Flaberdeen there. Ryan for Scandinavia takes a shot, just goes wide, corner on the follow-up there, can't quite get the shot away there. Bit of a shout for in the box, but nothing given there. And now Flaberdeen looking to push forward. Oh, the pass from Sean, they're trying to find Doug, but it's been lost, and Connor now has an opportunity. Connor with a shot, and he just hits the woodwork there, unfortunately for him and for Scandinavia. And they'll look to collect that ball once again. Ball coming out the dead corner there. Sean trying to take the shot, but bounces off of Sam. And now Connor's opportunity up against him to try and win the ball. And the shot there. And Lewis there with a fine save for Flaberdeen there, making sure the ball goes across the goal. Lewis collecting the ball there, looking to play it out to Jamie now. Just as the rain starts to fall, as we mentioned in previous videos, this is where it starts to get really wet. And Lewis there with the save there with the feed. Sean playing it back to Jamie. Jamie looks like he's going to take the shot on. He does, and Barry makes the shot with a fine save to get the ball away from the Scandinavian goal as they look to restart against Scandinavia. Barry playing it to Connor now. Connor looking to come forward. He's looking for some options here. He looks to play it long, well, unusual ball there to Sam. It's skidded off of Sam's head, you have to say, in the rain a little bit there. And as he looks to play it, and Sean trying to find Stephen now. Apologies for a bit of confusion there. I was looking at what Sam was grabbing, but Stephen has shot the ball from distance there, from basically his own half. You see here, nobody coming forward towards Stephen there, and then he just shoots from distance into the bottom corner. A fine finish there from Stephen, and Flaberdeen will be ecstatic in this match to have increased their lead there, as Thomas looks to come forward to try and hit back early on there, but Stephen, goal scorer just there, stands firm, and the ball goes all the way back. Flaberdeen now with the ball through to Paul. Paul's shot there blocked, and it's bounced back. Stephen with another distance shot, and just wide of the goal there. Unfortunately for him, that would have been a cracking second goal for him there if he shot from distance, but unfortunately unable to there. Barry looking to play the ball out, finds Ryan here on the far side. Ryan looks to the shot on, save there from Lewis once again for Flaberdeen as he holds on to the ball. Barry making a quick save there as we cut into this highlight. As you see, the rain really coming down now, making conditions difficult for the players here, and the ball is quickly rolled out here. And Scandinavia look to try and get the ball forward here. Ryan picking up that loose ball after it's been set loose there from the pass there by Ross earlier on there, and it's forced all the way back. Sam picking up there. Sam, lovely little touch to get past Jamie. Sam still going himself. Will he shoot? He does. Oh, and it's in the back of the net, and Sam, upon his return to Fatburn, has managed to get himself a goal in the opening game here. A lovely little use of the boards to get past Jamie. Space opens up, and unfortunately for Lewis there, you can definitely see in the rain that ball has just slipped underneath him, and that is the opening goal for Scandinavia in this match. The scoreline now reading 2-1 to Flaberdeen. A bit of pressure applied onto them now, but they'll hold up strong in this match. You will imagine they'll be looking to try and keep this lead that they have over Scandinavia just now. And the save there from Paul will be a key aspect to ensuring that they keep that lead there. Flaberdeen having to be into defensive mode now, but they are now pushing forward as Stephen has the ball at the feet. Stephen played it forward. Barry there with a save to deny a third goal for Flaberdeen, which would make it even more trickier for Scandinavia to get back into this match. Quick free kick there, and Sean's got the ball in the back of the net, but the referee pointing out Flaberdeen making a substitution there as the free kick was taken, and that is why it's important for the boys to listen to the referees before starting the matches there. Flaberdeen making the substitution, so they've caused their own problems. There's a through here on goal, and it just goes wide there. Looks like Doug there just with the shot that just went wide, unfortunately. Some hard luck here from Flaberdeen, both created by themselves and also just unfortunate here with the finishing. As Scandinavia look to come forward, Lewis with the ball. Lewis has the ball at feet, looks to play it across, but Stephen there blocking it. Unfortunately for him and for Scandinavia, no ball in the box as Connor chases the ball all the way back to his half here, and Connor will look to get something started once again. Ball into the middle there to Ross. Ross trying to get the ball under control there, plays it back through the corner. Corner now takes a shot, and Corner with the equalising goal. And it is 2-2 in this match now, and Scandinavia's comeback has now been complete, you have to say. Scandinavia there with a great ball through into Corner, and then Corner from distance as Sean kept them company there on the run, manages to get it away, the shot into the bottom corner, and that is the second goal for Scandinavia in this match. And we have to wait to see if anybody's going to just nod themselves ahead here with a third goal to take the points in this important match as Flaberdeen look to come forward now. We're now into the last bit of this match here as the ball is held up here, and now it's going to be played all the way back to Stephen with a shot, and it's blocked in, and there's the final whistle. 2-2 the final score. Game number 5, week 9, Fat Pies Football season 9 sees Scandinavia versus Rapid Viennetta, and straight away there from kickoff an early save for Barry in goals for Scandinavia. Scandinavia in red shooting left to right, and Rapid Viennetta in orange shooting right to left as early on there as well. A decision there from the referee that has caused a bit of a reaction from the players as Sam takes a shot here, and James matches it well with the save. Scandinavia up into the Rapid Viennetta half just now as they look to try and push forward. Corner with the ball back now to Ross. Ross getting past Cal there, still going, but the ball goes all the way over to Thomas on the far side now, and then Ross looks to pick up again. Still some fancy footwork here with the shot, and the goal there from Ross. Well deserved, you have to say, after taking on several players there and still holding on to the ball. Tossing and turning there in the middle of the pitch, and eventually gets the strike away. Could be a bit of, I don't want to say it, but it looked like it might have been a bit of a toe poke. However, it will not matter how the ball was struck. All that matters is it hit the back of the net, and it is 1-0 to Scandinavia in this match. Gilly looking to play the ball up to Lewis, but eventually it fizzles out that opportunity. Sam now playing the ball to Ross as Scandinavia look to go and get a second goal here. Sam in front of goals. James comes out well to the edge of his box there and stops the opportunity from happening there. Ball played into the box there as Connors won the ball away from Rapid Viennetta. Connor going forward, just hits wide. Thomas now has a chance on the follow-up. Can he get the shot away? He does, but James with a fine fingertip save to deny Thomas the chance to put Scandinavia 2-0 up in this match. And now Scandinavia are away once again. The ball loose and lost there by Gilly. Corner shot, absolutely blazing high, you have to say there. Golden opportunity for a second goal, and it went way over the goal there as Cal looks to play into Gilly now. Gilly taking that ball under control, looking to get past Ross. Gilly with a shot, and Barry punching that ball away. Good save there by the goalkeeper. James collecting the ball from behind the goals now. In fact, there seems to be a wee bit of confusion, but they're being told to continue play with that ball, and so James will do so now as he rolls it quickly to Gilly. Gilly taking that ball in well. Back to Aiden. They're forced all the way back into their half of the pitch as Aiden looks to come forward now. Aiden still driving forward. Aiden with the shot. On Aiden with the goal from distance. Barry tried to get a foot on that to stop the shot there, but unfortunately it was too loose of a save there from Barry, and it is into the back of the net there to make it 1-1 in this match. Sam looking to get things up and going again for Scandinavia, but the lead has now been wiped away and they'll have to start all over again. Scandinavia now as they look to come forward there with Lewis, but unfortunately does not result in anything there. Rapid Viennetta now into the Scandinavian half as Aiden now plays out to Cal. Cal just wide of the goals. They're looking to take the shot, but unable to hit the target there. They've got the ball once again though, Rapid Viennetta, as they look to push forward here after a bit of a shaky start. They're coming back into the game here, Rapid Viennetta, and the shot saved there by Barry. Good goalkeeping there to keep his side in the match. Scandinavia now up into the Rapid Viennetta's half, and the ball is won by Connor. Connor's started to attack now on the far side with Thomas. Oh, and the save there by the goalkeeper to deny the opportunity there for Scandinavia, and they remain at level in this match. Barry looking to roll it quickly, but Kears picked up the ball there in the interception. Saved there from Barry to deny him. And then the ball gets loose from there. Sam now with the ball for Scrandinavia, and he looks to try and play that pass to Thomas, but hasn't quite made it. And Rapid Viennetta will pick this ball out. Gilly playing it wide into the camera dead zone, and then it's played all the way up to Niall. I think Aiton, sorry, I think it was Niall there. Played the pass, and Gilly gets the goal as I fumble over the names of players there. Niall with a great pass up to Aidan, getting it right this time. And then Aidan playing it into the middle for Gilly to get the end of it. One touch there from Gilly into the back of the net. And it is 2-1 Rapid Viennetta. And Scandinavia, after being on top early on in this match, find themselves behind. And they have all the work to do now in this game to try and get something out of it. Rapid Viennetta, a bit similar to the Flaberdeen game earlier for Scandinavia. Rapid Viennetta only a few points ahead of them, so this would have been vital to get, or it is vital to get points out of this match for them. So they will be desperate to get forward and to get that equaliser at least, if not try and push on and get the winner. But a lot to do here as Lewis comes forward there and gets that ball just wide of the Scandinavia goal there, unfortunately for him, as Connor looks to play it into the middle, but it is blocked away, and now Ross can pick up for Scandinavia. Ross with the shot, and that touch almost took it onto the goal there, but it goes wide of the goal, fortunately for Rapid Viennetta. Connor with the ball at feet. Connor looking to cut in now. Is he going to go solo? He still has the ball at feet here, looking to get past players, and he's done so, and he's still got it incredibly. Can he go all the way? He does, all the way. Solo goal by Connor there, and that has brought the match back to 2-2 in this game. A wonderful run there by Connor, and then just slots it under the goalkeeper to make it 2-2. You can see the enthusiasm Connor there has for getting that goal away, and to be fair, it was some run, and you'd expect him to be frustrated if he couldn't finish it off there. Rapid Viennetta coming straight back into this game though. Ball all the way through to Gilly. Gilly's got Aidan in the middle. Passes it back to him after receiving it, and Aidan gets the goal there. And the level score for Scrandinavia there hardly lasted any time there. And Rapid Viennetta have got themselves back into the lead once again in this match. Great finish there by Aidan after some nice passing play there between himself and Gilly, and Rapid Viennetta back into the lead once again. Scandinavia looking to quickly come forward here, but they are crowded out on the far side of the pitch there and unable to get a shot away there. Rapid Viennetta back into the Scandinavia half now as the ball is there at the feet of Lewis, but it's loose and Connor's picked up, and will we see another amazing solo run? Well, this time James comes out and manages to get the block on Connor's shot there, and that stops Scandinavia from potentially getting back into this game instantly as Gilly looks to square it across, and Lewis's shot there is saved by Barry in goals there. And it still remains 3-2 in this match. Gilly, ball at feet, looking to try and get forward. Connor comes across to try and win it off of Gilly. Little battle there, but it's fair anyway. And that's what the referee's saying in the corner. Actually, a fair little battle going on. Gilly still holding it. And Gilly now looking to try and get some help here. Connor still battling away there. It's fair though, you have to say. Connor's doing well there to not commit the foul. And Aidan does even better there to apply the finish to that pass. You see there, great little battle there, good use of strength, no pushing, no necessarily overshoving there, and a lovely back heel by Gilly that goes into the path of Aidan there, and it goes into the corner there, and the referee blows for full time. 4-2 the final score with that goal. Game number 6, halfway point of the highlights reel sees O.B City versus Fatburn Rovers. O.B City in black, shooting left to right, Fatburn Rovers in green, shooting right to left. And early on there, Matthew for Fatburn Rovers with the opportunity to go, but it's saved well by Brian in goals and denies Fatburn Rovers the chance to go ahead early on as Finlay takes a shot there, just hits it wide. John now with the chance, but it is blocked and the ball just dribbles wide of the goals. And now O.B City will look to push forward now with the ball at hand, playing it all the way through to Josh there from the Commissioner's squad. And Josh has to take it almost all the way back to his own defence there, but Lewis now picks up the ball. Lewis going forward with the shot just wide of the goal there, and John, disaster strikes. It's an own goal, against Fatburn Rovers there. Lewis's strike bouncing off the backboards there, and then John just looked like as if he was just going to play that back to his goalkeeper. Andrew not ready there, and to be fair, the pass from John right across the opposite side of the goal there, and it is 1-0 to O.B City, and disaster for Fatburn Rovers after losing their opening game this week. They are behind in this match already from their own doing as well. Timber with the ball now for Fatburn Rovers, takes a shot just high of the goals there. John will look to bring it down, but it goes straight through to Brian and goals. And O.B City looking to get away quickly here through Josh. Josh tried to get the ball under control there, but Timber manages to block any pass there. Matthew now for Fatburn Rovers, playing it across to John, and John finding Finlay in the corner there. Nick and Finlay work this ball out of the corner here. It's a dead camera zone area as we talk about. Timber has it though, out to Finlay, and there is a goal for Fatburn Rovers. It gets them back into this match. You can see the relief on Fatburn Rovers that they've got themselves back into this match so quickly there. Finlay coming across on the end of that pass from Timber and putting the back corner. You can see there the clapping and a bit of fist pumping as well from them as well. They will be feeling the relief there, as I said just a moment ago, that they got themselves back into this game, as O.B City will be looking to try and eke out another lead once again quickly in this match to avoid Fatburn Rovers gaining some momentum in this match and really going for it, as they really need in fact, both teams really need the points. As the ball played through to Lewis here. Lewis in front of goals, dancing there, takes the shot and puts O.B City back into the lead once again there. Brilliant strike there from Lewis. The ball played through to him there. Matthew comes across to try and play some defensive role there, but unfortunately Lewis finds the gap behind him and puts it in the back of the net, and O.B City find themselves in the lead once again. And Fatburn Rovers, after all that release of relief and the release of the pressure of being behind, are going to have to do it all over again once again in this match, as John picks up the ball and eventually this time plays it all the way back to the hands of his goalkeeper. No own goal in sight there. Finlay with the opportunity now, takes a shot and Brian makes the save there with the feet. And now Fatburn Rovers coming forward. John with the ball at feet, trying to play it through. Does so through the legs of Lewis. Lewis playing it back to Matt. Matt pushing forward now. And he's kind of hit a block there. But O.B City still have it. And the shot saved by Andrew there. Good attack there from O.B City. But now Fatburn Rovers have the opportunity to come forward. There's Mitchell off the ball there. And Timber just couldn't get quite the connection to the ball there. That would have been a golden opportunity for Fatburn Rovers to bring it back to level in this match. Mitchell, ball now this near side of the pitch, and the shot just wide there from him there. Fatburn Rovers really trying to get some shots away here. Don't want to say the word desperation, but they are really trying to get back into this match here. Mitchell with another shot from distance just wide of the goal there, and looking to the heavens. You can see the frustration there as Matthew hits it straight at Brian and goals there. And O.B City look to get away. Matt, nice little touch there from Matt. Timber coming across, applying some pressure, and the ball's been lost now. Timber coming forward now. Timber gets the shot away and is rewarded with the goal. And you can hear the celebration there. You might be able to, but definitely it is there. You can hear the relief once again, twice this match, the relief that has been released in this game by the Fatburn Rovers players. And it's 2-2 in this game as O.B City looked to get things underway once again. Oh, and they're right back into the lead here. Straight away from kick-off there. The ball ends up into the dead camera zone area over on the right. Matt is there in front of Timber, holding him off well, and then slots it into an empty net there to make it 3-2. We've had a bit of a false kick-off here for the start. I think a late substitution happening here on the pitch, and then O.B City now back to full complement with Josh coming on the pitch. So 3-2 here as Timber there with the shot. Sorry, Timber's real name's Callum. We call him Timber's a nickname with so many of them there, so getting a bit confused there. But Timber's shot blocked there as O.B City look to come forward. Stephen's shot blocked by Mitchell. John there coming forward. John with the shot. Good save there from Brian once again. It goes right back into the keeper's hands there. 3-2 the score line now. Every time Fatburn Rovers seem to come into this game to equal it up, they go behind very quickly afterwards, and they will be feeling the pressure once again. Like I said, after their equaliser to make it 2-0, you could hear the release of relief there, but it'll be back to frustration time as Finlay now looking to cut that in. Oh, and John's there at the edge of the box and gets the equaliser to make it 3-3 in this match. But as just mentioned there, the biggest question will be how long will they hold on to this level score now before they go behind. A bit of frustration from O.B City there. I think there might have been questions about where he was standing, but from the look of it, John definitely looked outside of the box when he hit it there. Not sure if that's what is being complained about. It's a chance here for Josh. Oh, and he just slips over the ball there, unfortunately, and shouts from the sidelines in joking manner there. Mitchell playing that ball all the way through. John on the end of it there, just wide. Mitchell on the second. Oh, just wide again. It is not Fatburn Rovers night tonight, with shots going wide consistently here as Mitchell looks to play it into John. John now in front of goals. He's just trying to make that bit of space and it's straight at Brian there. I think if we had a counter for shots and shots on target, Fatburn Rovers would definitely be leading in those stats there. But unfortunately for them, the most important one, the one that counts, is the one that reads 3-3. And as much as they've had plenty of shots that they just haven't converted as well as they wanted to, as Willie has the ball up in the Fatburn Rovers half here, flicks it over the head to Josh. Josh there, oh, what a touch by Josh there. What a goal between Willie and Josh. The pressure's there on Willie. He's got Matthew and then John comes across. Lovely flick over the top there. And Josh, first time, puts it into the back of the net there. I'm not sure from the angle there. It looked like it didn't quite get him on the foot. It might have been off the shin. It's really going to be hard to argue to say he didn't mean it, because it looks entirely like he did mean to put that ball there, just maybe with the foot. But what a finish there from Willie and Josh. Fantastic stuff. This ball goes all the way through to Stephen. Oh, and Stephen's got another goal. And within the blink of an eye, Fatburn Rovers are being cut adrift here by O.B City. The long ball there. Stephen just getting a touch on it. That's a brilliant finish there from Stephen as well. You could say it's the amateur version of the classic Van Persie, but I don't want to give him too much of an ego, to be honest, than he's already got. But some goal there, two brilliant goals there by O.B City to push them into a 5-3 lead, and coming so quickly in this game as well. Fatburn Rovers will have to collect themselves as they're going to try and get anything out of this. It is still manageable, especially with the chances they have been creating for themselves so far in this game, as Timber looks to try and get forward there. He's won the ball well, although a little bit of the way there, but seems fine from the referee's point of view. And Mitchell finally does get a goal for himself in this match after countless attempts that have either gone wide of the goal or straight at the goalkeeper. The ball played lovely there through into the path of Mitchell. Brilliant back heel there from him, you have to say. And unfortunately, Brian there unable to get anything on it. 5-4 now. Fatburn Rovers have dragged themselves back into this match. As John looks to come forward, they couldn't come back into this match instantly, and they can't. Just for a moment there, it looked like as if the chance was on. O.B City will be desperate to make sure that they do not go further behind there. Well, they're not there. John needs to give the goalkeeper a chance to play it out. It's obviously not been picked up. He did move after it was picked up, though. As Lewis through there. And Lewis with the goal, and it makes it 6-4, and is that the killer blow to Fatburn Rovers' chances and optimism for coming back into this game. They were so close to come back in, with O.B City took their time, kept in control of the match, and have edged themselves back into a 2-goal lead here. O.B City looking like they're keen to slow things down here, and to be honest, if you were their coach or manager, it'd be the sort of advice you'd be giving to them in their position that they're in. John collects that ball right in front of the camera there, then plays it to Timber. Timber now looking to play wide to Finlay. Finlay, can he get a ball into the box? Can Fatburn Rovers do something with this? It has been blocked there, and this might be the last bit of play here. Referee blows the whistle. Final score 6-4 O.B City. Game number 7 as the rain pours down here. Parmesan Belgrade versus Flaberdeen. Parmesan Belgrade in white shooting left to right, and Flaberdeen in blue shooting right to left. Early on here, Aiden with the ball trying to get forward, but nothing unfortunately comes to that attack. Flaberdeen looking to get things underway once again. Lewis having the ball in goals for Flaberdeen, looking to get it forward. Lewis plays it out wide to Stephen, I think it is, on that far side. It's actually Jamie, apologies there. Paul with the ball at feet. Paul looked to play it back to Jamie, but the ball's lost. Chucky all the way through, and it's... Oh no, it's not! Oh, disaster struck there for Flaberdeen as Lewis looked to pick up that ball as it rolled all the way through to him there. Chucky looked like he'd missed the opportunity there, and the ball just slipped through the hands of Lewis there. Unbelievable stuff. Head in hands there from the Flaberdeen players. They can't believe it. And unfortunately for Lewis, it's the opening goal that's been conceded, and it is a bit of nothing else that you can describe than as a disaster, as Michael makes a fantastic save there against Jamie on the far side of the pitch there. So 1-0 to Parmesan Belgrade, who've had a massive slice of luck there, getting themselves in front there as Aiden comes forward. Aiden with a shot just over the goals, and Chucky will see that back to Michael in goals for Parmesan Belgrade. Ball rolled out to Callum there. Callum up against Paul. Callum looking to cut in, looking for a teammate here. Jordan playing it through to Martin. Martin with a shot. Good save there by Lewis. And unfortunately for Lewis, the bad luck streak continues as it lands right into the feet of Jordan there. Martin taking that shot. You see the save there from Lewis is a good save, but unfortunately just straight at Jordan's feet. And Parmesan Belgrade once again benefiting from a huge slice of luck from the goalkeeping standpoint, find themselves 2-0 up in this match. And Flaberdeen will be looking to try and get into this game as soon as they can before they start to run away from them. Callum with the ball at feet, looking to play it all the way back and eventually play forward. Jordan trying to turn and get away with the ball there, but he trips over the ball. Played it from the floor there, which he shouldn't technically do, but Flaberdeen have advantage here. Aiden coming forward. Aiden takes the shot. Oh, and Aiden with the goal. Flaberdeen will not care about the fact that Jordan shouldn't have played the ball whilst on the ground there. They will take the fact that they have gained the advantage, and Aiden scores the goal, and it brings them back into this match. And look at that fist pumping from Aiden. Great to see the commissioner players getting fully on board with the enthusiasm of the team they're on loan for the week, as Jordan pounces on a rebound shot, second chance there, but blazes it over the bar there. Now Paul for Flaberdeen has a chance, and a good save there by Michael. Unfortunately for Paul, couldn't get any more power on the shot there, and it was into the direct direction of the goalkeeper Michael there. So routine save for him. So 2-1 the score line as Callum takes a shot there. Good save there by Lewis. Looks like he's getting a good number of saves now under his belt, which will help him confidence wise after that disaster of a start. Martin with the ball, looking to play back to Callum. Callum plays it across there, and Aiden intercepts. Can Aiden find Jamie? Aiden going himself though, and it's been lost. And there is Jordan on the other side. Jordan coming forward with a shot, and the save there from Lewis. Ball's bobbing about. He's landed at Martin. Jordan's gone down though. Martin converts the goal. 3-1 the scoreline now for Parmesan Belgrade. I think Jordan went down after a bit of accidental contact between one of the Flaberdeen defenders and himself. I think it might have been in the shin there. But for the positives for him and for Parmesan Belgrade, their captain Martin there receives the ball and finishes it off and makes it all worthwhile to make it 3-1 to Parmesan Belgrade in this game. And Flaberdeen will look to find a way back into this match as soon as possible. Michael taking that ball in his hands safely, looking to get things started again, rolls it out to Callum. Callum now looking to come forward, plays it through to Martin in the middle there. Looks like there's a bit of defensive work there for Martin to all the way across to Paddy. Paddy now looking to cut in. Paddy with a shot. Paddy with the goal. It is 4-1 to Parmesan Belgrade, and they are getting into the groove of this match now, you would have to say. Paddy, brilliant little touch control there, and then a fantastic finish into the top corner of the goal there. Unfortunately for Lewis, not much he could do there, and it puts Parmesan Belgrade into a good commanding position in this match. Stephen looking to come forward, takes a shot, and that would have been a brilliant reply back after going 4-1 down in this match if that had gone in, but unfortunately for Flaberdeen, it has not. Parmesan Belgrade making a substitution. They looks like they've got all their players on the pitch now, and then Flaberdeen look to go forward. Sean with a shot. Oh, just high over the bar, unfortunately for Sean there, and that will go back. Bit of discussion with the ref here going on. Jordan, Paddy's got the ball. Sorry, Paddy goes forward. Nobody moving. Paddy with the easiest goal you've ever seen. I have no idea what is going on here from where I'm looking at this footage here. Looks like the discussion between Sean and the ref. Paddy continues forward. Nobody moves. Not even Martin moves there for it. Everybody's standing still. The referee has awarded the goal. I can't see anything wrong with that from what I'm looking here. Parmesan Belgrade made a substitution, had full players on the pitch, and then the ball was rolled out by the Flaberdeen goalkeeper. Can't see anything wrong. That's a massive mistake there from Flaberdeen. They should have paid more attention and then, once got the ball under control, then have the discussion. But everything looked absolutely fine there. Nothing wrong with the referee's call, and it's 5-1 to Parmesan Belgrade as Martin just hits over the bar there with an opportunity. Callum with the ball at feet. Callum looks to play into Jordan now. Jordan looking to cut in. Jordan with a shot, and Lewis there just making that save, and Sean will play it back to his goalkeeper to keep it safe there. Parmesan Belgrade coming once again. You can see the Flaberdeen demeanour. They are looking absolutely exhausted out there as the ball's played, but Sean, brilliant interception there to stop that from cutting across and landing at a player. Got a bit of an incident here. Looks good to see some sportsmanship there, and the free kick will be taken in the corner there. Both players having a good wee chuckle about the scenario and a handshake, which is great to see. And Stephen will take the free kick from here. Plays it out to Sean. Sean looking to take the shot. Bit wide there, but it's landed at Jamie. Oh, and Jamie, brilliant goal there in the back of the net with the volley. Well, that will do Flaberdeen the world of good there. Gives them an opportunity back into this match now. The long shot there from Sean, then Jamie, first time volley, a cross goal into the bottom corner, and nothing Michael can do about that. So 5-2 and Flaberdeen coming back into this match. Well, not for long, because Callum has just smashed the ball in the back of it straight after kick-off there. Jordan playing that ball back to Callum, which is within the rules of the kick-off that we have here, and then Callum pushing through and hitting from distance to make it 6-2. And unfortunately for Flaberdeen, that shot in the arm from that second goal did not last long as Lewis makes a save there against Paddy's shot there, and the scoreline will just make Flaberdeen want the ground to open up and just have this match end instantly. But unfortunately for them, there's still a little bit to go as another great save there from Lewis as the ball spins and stops before crossing the line. Sean with the ball at feet looking to switch across to Aidan now. Aidan got a bit of company over there, but he's got Sean to help him there. Finds Sean on the edge of the box. Sean tries to get the ball away, and it's saved by Michael. And Parmesan Belgrade will pick up that ball. Stephen intercepts the pass upwards towards the Parmesan Belgrade strikers there. As Chucky's picked up the ball now, and Chucky's all the way through, and Lewis saves there. Stephen, you can see, out just knackered there and left the opening in the background there, but luckily enough for Flaberdeen, the shot was saved by Lewis. Paddy now with a bit of a scuffed shot, and now they've realised Stephen's in space, and can Flaberdeen build on this? Stephen, he's got players in the middle there. Paddy's came across and applies some defensive. It's still working there, and Jordan's back as well to help out cover the defence as well. And now Jordan's pushing forward. Jordan's still going. It's 2v1. Jordan, can he finish? Yes, he can. Jordan finishes, and it's 7-2 now. And just the stamina and the pace of Jordan cutting through at Flaberdeen. Three of their players up front standing watching. They know the game is well beyond their control, but unfortunately there is still players with pace on the opposition side. Sean there couldn't get onto the end of that pass as things kick off, and possession's turned over straight away in this match, and Parmesan Belgrade will look to hang on to that and see this game out, you would think. Martin looking to play it back to Paddy now. Paddy looking to slow things down, but he is looking for options. Takes the shot all the way through, and Lewis will be happy to collect that and not see it hit the back of his net. Jamie now looking to play forward. It's been intercepted. Chucky through to Martin. Can Martin get a second here? Martin in a good position. Oh, lovely touch. Can he finish? Yes, he can, and that makes it 8-2 for Parmesan Belgrade. And this has been just absolute torment for Flaberdeen, you have to say. Although it is definitely worth pointing out, Martin getting 2 goals in this match, not known to be one of the prolific goal scorers for Parmesan Belgrade, so he will be delighted to have 2 goals to his name tonight in this match. And Flaberdeen will just be wanting to hear that final whistle as soon as they can. Paul looking to switch that ball. Does so to Aidan though. Aidan's got a chance. Good goalkeeping there from Michael as he comes out quickly and makes the save. And Parmesan Belgrade looking to hold on to the ball. Flaberdeen looking to get things going in the last moment. Sean with a shot there. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, I thought he completely mishit that, but that would have snuck into the post if it just been a little bit over. Martin with the shot. He hits the post as well. Martin's follow-up goes wide there. The ball is in the corner. Is there a final chance here for Flaberdeen? The possession's lost there. Whistle goes 8-2 to Parmesan Belgrade. Game number 8 of week 9, Fatburn football season 9 sees Bayern Bru versus Ivory Toast. Bayern Bru in purple shooting left to right, and Ivory Toast in yellow shooting right to left. Bayern Bru with the ball at their feet here, looking to come forward. Taylor in the back line there. Oh, it's given away. And Ross there with the save. With the shot saved rather than the save. It is Cheesy who's in goals there for Bayern Bru, making the save against the shot. Loose ball there, could have been a disaster as Paul makes a save up the other end for Ivory Toast all the way through. And that is wonderful touch there by Ross after having his shot save earlier and then the ball going all the way up the pitch. After the ball bounces off of Paul and goes to Ivory Toast, Ross manages to get on the edge of that, and as much as Cheesy comes out to the edge of his box to try and make the save, there's nothing he can do on that, and it is 1-0 Ivory Toast. Ash now with the ball battling there and eventually goes to go all the way back to Coco in the defensive line for Bayern Bru. So Ivory Toast with the opening goal here as Taylor looks to play the ball, but it's been nicked off of Martin there by Ross. Looks to play over to Buther. Great save there by Cheesy, and the ball bounces off Buther and does not give him an advantage there, unfortunately for him. Ross now looking to play it into David. David back to Ross. Good little pass to play here. Ross cutting in, takes the shot, and Cheesy with another save there. Brilliant goalkeeping by Cheesy there as the ball ends up back to Ross's feet. Ross looking to cut in. Can he get the shot away? Another save there, and then Coco looks to get it back to his goalkeeper. Doesn't. It lands with David. Now to Buther. Buther, and the save once again by Cheesy. The Bayern Bru goal being peppered with shots there, and it eventually comes all the way through to Taylor now. Can Taylor get a shot away here? Taylor takes the shot on, he's skiffed it unfortunately, and Paul will happily receive that ball easily there as Brady comes across to collect the ball there against Martin. David with the shot and the save there for Cheesy. And Buther almost had another shot there to try and get a goal, but unfortunately he went wide of the goal. So still 1-0 in this match as the ball trickles all the way through to Cheesy in goals there from that shot from David. And then they look to get going. Barney now with the ball at feet, looks to switch it over to Martin. Good switch to Martin. Martin looking to cut in, looks to take the shot, saved there by Paul, and he's bounced back. And then Barney with a touch on the edge of the box, and when it looked like David was going to get that ball back to his goalkeeper, Barney just nicked in front there and gets the goal for Bayern Bru. That ball just bobbles across the box there. Then David looks like as if he's going to get a foot on it, but Barney just sticks the toe in and puts it into the back of the net, and Bayern Bru have brought this game back to a level score, very much against the flow of play. You'd have to say Ivory Toast definitely looking the more threatening earlier on, but the tails are up now for Bayern Bru now that they're back into this match, and this could prove a tight contest. Barney now with the shot is bounced off a Buther. Coco look to get it, plays it across the tail, but it's intercepted by Ross. Ross set on to Liam, and Liam was, I think that's hit the post actually rather than gone wide, but in either case it's not into the back of the net, which is the main thing. As Coco looks like he's got the ball now. Coco is still going. Ross is back up though. Can he get the shot away, Coco? And the save there from Paul. And I think there were shouts there that they were looking for a free kick or expecting one. It was never given. But then Coco stopped in his tracks. They should have kept going here. But there is a free kick on the other side here. Roscoe looking to give it to Ash. I believe it's on the far side. Plays it into Martin. It's blocked now. Now Liam and David have the chance, but Martin there stops him in their tracks. Good defending, and the ball goes all the way through to Buther. Buther trying to get onto the end of that now. He's got company though in Roscoe. He's on the far side of the pitch there. Ross with the ball at feet. Now to Liam. Liam tries to play into the path of Buther, but he's broken away now. Ash is through on goal. Can he get it away? Yes, he can. And Ash with the goal for Bayern Bru, and that puts them into the lead in this match. Nice ball there from Martin as David stepped forward to make the block. He just flicks it through that little little gap, and then Ash there, I think with the outside of his foot, sticks it into the far corner, and it is 2-1 now to Bayern Bru. They managed to turn this game around as David very quickly from kickoff there tries to get a shot away, but it's blocked down by the Bayern Bru defence. Ross trying to keep that ball under control, does so with some nice footwork, and then Roscoe in goals now with the save between him and Cheesy there, keeping that goal safe, doing a brilliant job for Bayern Bru there. As Martin on the run down the pitch now, he's got some support in the middle of the pitch, but he continues to go himself. Martin now with a shot, and then Paul makes that save to deny him there. A bit of a reactionary save there from Paul, but it will do the trick for Ivory Toast as it stops the ball hitting the back of the net. And remarkably, we're into the final bit of this game. Not a lot of highlights available in this match, but for Bayern Bru it doesn't matter because they are 2-1 ahead here and walking away with some vital points. Roscoe plays it to Ash. Ash looks to scoop it all the way along through into the hands of Paul, and there is the final score, 2-1 to Bayern Bru. Game number 9, week 9, sees Ivory Toast versus Flaberdeen. Ivory Toast in yellow shooting left to right, and Flaberdeen in blue shooting right to left. Early on there, Flaberdeen with a shot straight after kickoff there. Saved by Paul and goals for Ivory Toast, but it then has led to the teams to reassess their attacking tactics here as the ball's been lost by Stephen to David. David with a shot, and Lewis there with the save to deny the chance on goal there. Flaberdeen collect this ball through the goalkeeper Lewis, looking to play out from the back here. Stephen pushing forward. Stephen continues to push forward. Stephen there, will he take the shot? He does, but Leo manages to get a block on it there, and then Paul with the save, and now Brady has the chance to start an attack here for Ivory Toast as it goes to David. David has Ross there on the other side, finds Ross. Ross back to David. David still going, David, and he gets the goal, and that's a fine move there from Ivory Toast, and great passage of play there between David and Ross. The ball played right into the middle there in front of David, and then he manages to slot the ball away there to make it 1-0 to Ivory Toast in this match. Jamie comes across after the kick-off. He's now collected the ball for Flaberdeen, and a save there from Paul very quick after kick-off there. Stephen taking it very quickly and finding his teammate Jamie, but unfortunately Flaberdeen not able to get back into this game as quick as they would have liked there. Ross, the ball at feet, finding Brady. Brady now moving forward for Ivory Toast. Commissioner player moving all the way forward, and Lewis with the save there to deny Brady a goal against his name there. Sean looking to switch play up to Jamie. Nice little touch from Jamie. Jamie still got the ball under control, looking to play back to Stephen. Stephen hits it from distance. Paul with the save there. Great save there, and the ball well away from his goals and not under threat anymore there. Brady looking to play it back to Paul. Paul telling him to play it wide and does so. Ross now up front now. Can he get the shot? Into the side netting, and the second chance not there either as it's collected by Flaberdeen. Ivory Toast threatening more of the two teams, but Flaberdeen still having their chances as long as they don't concede. And Lewis with another save there. This time against David, keeping it at 1-0 and giving Flaberdeen the opportunity to get back into this game at some point. Ross, the ball at feet, looking to play through to Liam. Liam now through on goal. Oh, and it's hit the woodwork after the save from Lewis. And yeah, I have to say, Flaberdeen's goal now is living a charmed life in these recent opportunities for Ivory Toast here. Liam, the ball, looking to find Ross. Ross plays across to David. Can he give it this time? Lewis, once again, standing up strong and making that save and keeping Flaberdeen in the game. Ball through to Jamie. Jamie with a shot. Oh, and it's just wide of the goal. That would have been a golden opportunity for Flaberdeen to level things up. Lewis has the ball in his hands. The referee saying it's fine to play on with it now, and then the game continues. The ball rolled out to Stephen now. Stephen on the far side for Flaberdeen. Can Flaberdeen construct anything from this opportunity here? He still has the ball. Stephen still holding it well. Looks to take the shot, and he does, and it is 1-1 in this game, and Flaberdeen finally taken one of their opportunities, and they have converted it into the goal, and they've levelled things up here. Great show of strength there by Stephen to hold off Brady there, who was just trying to get a tackle in there and was unable to. And it's 1-1 now as Ivory Toast come forward with David straight after kick-off now with Ross. Ivory Toast back into the lead quick as a flash after kick-off there. Once again, play here between David and Ross. David plays that ball across to Ross there, and then Ross just scoops that with the outside of his foot as it scuffs along the top there, but it doesn't matter. It's in the back of the net, and it is 2-1 now in this game, and Ivory Toast leading by a goal. Sean looking to pick up this ball for Flaberdeen as Flaberdeen look to try and get back into this match after going that goal behind from Ross. And here comes a break now with Stephen. He's got past David, and that it's a bit of a collision through the ball, and it's fine. It's not. There's nothing we can do about it. It is the short thing of it there as Stephen went flying there. But the tackle definitely was not player on player. It was a player blocking the ball, and it's just the ricochet force through the ball as the shot saved there by Lewis as Booth are there on the edge. And I think did that hit off of Paul or the post? In either case, it landed back into the goalkeeper's hands, and Flaberdeen breathed a sigh of relief as the ball bobbles around. Ross has an opportunity to come forward though. Lewis with the save. Lewis pulling out save after save in this match after the disaster in the last match of the ball going through his hands. He's picked up his form here and he's keeping his team alive in this match. Paul now taking that touch. Almost took it away from Boother, but Boother managed to collect the ball once again there. And Lewis looking to get Flaberdeen started. Once again, the ball rolled out to Doug here. Doug, he's running through a couple of players on his own, takes a shot. Oh, he's hit the post. Unbelievable there. Brilliant solo run, but unfortunately the woodwork denied him there. Aidan couldn't get that ball under control after received it from Stephen, and Ivory Toast looked to get away again as David has passed Paul there. David all the way through. Save from Lewis. The foot there being the big difference. A chance after chance on either end in this match. Both these teams very, very open, but nothing being converted here. You have to say Ivory Toast the better off than the two. And Paul, the save against Doug there as the opportunity opened up. And incredibly, this game still remains 2-1 here. Boother with the ball under control, looking to play it all the way back to his goalkeeper and looking to get things restarted again. Finds David in the middle of pitch. David flicking that through for Boother. Lewis looks to try and collect it, but he hasn't this time. And Lewis, the ball's loose, and Brady there gets the goal. And unfortunately for Lewis, once again, it's been a bit of a calamity there. The ball slipped through his hands, bounced at the box, he couldn't touch it, then he has to scramble across. Brady stand there waiting for the ball to arrive and then puts it into the back of the net. And unfortunately for Flaberdeen, it's another issue there with the ball slipping through the hands, unfortunately, and the rain now starts to come down once again, which is not going to help their goalkeeper there. 3-1 the score line now. Good play though from Ivory Toast to create the chance, but yeah, a massive bit of luck for the fact that Lewis was unable to collect the ball when it was in the box. Ivory Toast up into the dead camera zone. He's looked to come out with it. Boother now with the shot, saved by Lewis. He gets his hands on it this time and he's releasing Stephen quickly now. Stephen pushing forward, continues to go. Oh, and Stephen converts the goal there, and it's 3-2, and Flaberdeen are back into this match. Once again, Lewis will be delighted the fact that he was able to get his hands on that ball and get it under control, and that is what's led to the opportunity for Stephen to get that shot away. And what a shot from distance there, placed into the corner. 2 goals for Stephen now in this game, and 2 goals for Flaberdeen, still trailing by 1, but they've picked up the ball now, and can they get a third? Out to Sean. Sean almost all the way through, he cuts in, takes the shot, oh, just wide, unfortunately. Second chance and it's cleared away, and that would have been a golden opportunity for Flaberdeen, and the ball's all the way back with their goalkeeper. They still have possession though after that fantastic chance as Aidan finds Sean. Sean with the shot, oh, but this time Sean does get it in the back of the net, and it's 3-all, and they're back into this game, Flaberdeen. Good pass there from Aidan to find Sean. Aidan's there in space behind Sean, and an easy ball through would have been ideal, but Sean, bit of luck there you have to say, with Paul getting a hand on the ball but not enough to keep it out of the net, and it is 3-all in this game. And after being behind a few times in this match, Flaberdeen have got themselves right back into this as Paul looks to send it all the way back to his goalkeeper to have things restart once again. Stephen on the run now, burst the pace up against Liam, but Liam matching well. Stephen still has the ball, looking to try and make a bit of space. Paul there with the save, and now David up against Aidan, but Aidan gets there first, and the ball eventually gets to Sean all there into the dead camera zone in the left hand there. The ball comes all the way back to Aidan. Aidan now past David. Aidan still going, plays into Paul, but Paul can't get onto it, and now there's an opportunity here. David in space. Liam finds David. David takes the shot. Oh, what a finish there by David. The angle was tight. There was an opposition player coming in to try and close him down there, but watch this strike from David. Absolutely smashes it there into the back of the net. Brilliant goal from him there. And that's 4-3. Ivory Toes back into the lead once again. And it looked like Flaberdeen might have been able to get something out of this game. You can hear whistles in other games. This pitch was late to get started. And so Flaberdeen will know there is not much left in this match. And actually looking by my watch, there isn't much time at all here. Ivory Toes have the ball. Flaberdeen will need this back if they're going to get anything out of it. There goes Ross into there. Back to David. David, ball loose there. David puts to the back of the net. Full-time whistle there from the referee as well. And that is the last bit of action there. Ross plays it over to David. And it looked like he almost lost it there. But the ball still stays out of the box. Manages to get his foot behind it there and get a fifth goal. And that sinks it for Flaberdeen there. 5-3, the final score in this match. Game number 10, week 9 Fatburn football sees Bayern Bru versus Fatburn Rovers. Bayern Bru in purple shooting left to right and Fatburn Rovers in green shooting right to left. An early opportunity here, but John just can't quite get on the end of it here. That would have been a great opening opportunity for Fatburn Rovers to try and get an early goal in this match. Both these teams having actually very different experiences this week with results. Bayern Bru having two great results. There's an early chance here for Coco in front of the goals. Oh, and he scored it there. Held off the defender there for Fatburn Rovers. I believe it's Finlay there. And manages to get a goal. And he does his little celebration there. You can see he holds it off well and just sticks it through the legs of the goalkeeper. And there it is there. Coco not renowned for his goal scoring, but that's a couple of goals from now this season. And he'll be delighted to get one earlier in this match as a ball from another pitch lands onto this pitch and interrupts the play there. So 1-0 to Bayern Bru as Martin with the opportunity here in front of Fatburn Rovers, and eventually it does go all the way back to Andrew and goals for Fatburn Rovers to take control of the ball there. Finlay coming forward. Finlay got some space, looking to find a player, finds John, but Taylor looks like he wins the ball there. It's played on by the ref. Ash comes forward, finds Martin, and it's 2-0 to Bayern Bru in this match. A quick lead from Bayern Bru against the league leaders. They'll be elated with this. Fatburn Rovers having a torrid time this week. They've not picked up any points in their games so far this week, and they are really having to try and push to get anything here, and they're going to be worried by the time it comes to the end of the night of the fact that they may lose the league title there. A bit of a shout for handball against Finlay there. The referee gives the free kick from it there, and the game continues on. Fatburn Rovers coming forward now. John playing it all the way through to Finlay there. Finlay, he's got Mitchell there for support. Looks to lay it off to Mitchell. Mitchell with a shot, just wide of the goals. John for the second ball there. John gets the goal and Fatburn Rovers back into this game incredibly quick there. Mitchell's shot, unfortunately for him, just going wide, but John collecting that ball on the edge of the box and then able to slot it past Roscoe in goals. And Fatburn Rovers have a way back into this match, and we get underway again. Martin playing it back to Ash as Bayern Bru look to push forward here as it goes all the way through to Barney there, but Mitchell then intercepts and takes that ball away from the Bayern Bru commissioner player there. Little battle there on the other side between Ash and John. Ash just lost out in that there. Referee ways play on, as it looks like John was fine there. And there's a shout of in the box there. To be honest, it didn't look like it from it. Let's have a quick look at this now. Ball bounced off from there. That's absolutely nothing there. I don't even know why we're replaying this, but it's, there's nothing there at all. And the referee's completely in the right to just ignore the calls there. And it is a bit calls like that can sometimes ruin the flow of a match. With understandably, it's hard to see from the player's perspective as Timber there blocks John's shot. But it just causes a bit of frustration when it's absolutely nowhere near anyway. But we play on 2-1 the scoreline still for Bayern Bru, and it's maybe Fatburn Rovers being a bit desperate trying to grab anything in this match to get them back in. The balls have been rolled out to Mitchell as things look to get underway here. Timber receives it back from Mitchell. Intercepted though by Cheesy. Cheesy coming forward. Are they playing Martin? He does. Martin with the shot. Martin with the goal. Bayern Bru now 3-1 up in this match. They have built themselves a comfortable 2-goal lead, and the big thing for them is going to be holding on to this to get some vital points against the league leaders there. Great play between Cheesy and Martin. Cheesy with a good interception and then feeding it into Martin at the right time, and Martin applying the finish. 3-1 the scoreline. Martin the goal scorer with the ball. He's looking to switch it over to Ash as Ash looks to come forward, but the ball just goes behind him there. Gets past Mitchell, heading into that corner. Will he get a shot away? He does, and it hits the woodwork unfortunately for him. and not another goal to add to Bayern Bru's total there in this match so far. Andrew collecting the ball for Fatburn Rovers, playing it through to Finlay. Finlay now weaving through the middle of the pitch there, takes the shot. Oh, just inches away there. Great strike there, but Roscoe just sees it goes over his goal line. And then the ball picked up there by Cheesy. Andrew with the save. Ash now with the ball. He gets the shot. Andrew with the save, and it's released. Mitchell now, and there's a bit of a call here. I think they're not happy, but something happened in the corner. Then Mitchell scores, and now there's complaints going on. If there's something in the corner, unfortunately, we're unable to see it from the camera angle, unfortunately. But Mitchell here, looking at the ref, looks like it's a play-on signal that's given. Mitchell puts it in the back of the net, and it's 3-2. And Bayern Bru players unhappy about something. I cannot comment why, but I can't even see. And the game continues on. John playing it up to Finlay there. John gets the ball back, and John gets the goal. And quick as a flash, Fatburn Rovers back into this game. Bayern Bru will probably, for whatever has happened in that corner, complain about the fact that Fatburn Rovers back into the game with a slice of luck with it. But at the end of the day, it is 3-3. And Bayern Bru need to get themselves back in this game, as Fatburn Rovers have, as Martin takes a shot there, but it bounces off of the defender there, and Fatburn Rovers try to come away with the ball again. Matthew now for Fatburn Rovers is play it through there, but it's been blocked, and Timber will collect that. Timber up against Coker there, past him, got Martin, but elects to play the pass out to Mitchell. Mitchell with a shot, good save there from Roscoe, and it'll be Martin that collects the ball into the camera dead zone there as it plays up into the corner there. Ash has a chance now. Ash looks to try and use the ball, but John eventually sees that ball and plays it through. Andrew quickly rolls it out to John as Fatburn Rovers come forward. John with the shot, John with the goal, and Fatburn Rovers have completely turned this game around. But it looked like Bayern Bru were in the comfortable driving position there. It is Fatburn Rovers that have got themselves into the lead position there. Great finish by John. The whole pitch just opened up there, and he managed to apply the finish, and Fatburn Rovers will be delighted with their comeback in this match. A vital game for them, a vital 3 points they need from this, and they're in the driving seat to do so. Lovely flick there by Timber, but unfortunately no one there to get onto the end of it. Bayern Bru looking to be on the defence here as Fatburn Rovers come forward. Can they get a fifth? Can they build themselves a bit of comfort here? Great save there by Cheesy. And John, unlike John, unable to get a shot there on target as Martin skiffs that ball a little bit as well, but it's still in play here. Martin's collected it on the far side, looks to play in Barney, but doesn't quite make it there. Timber now with the ball, John screaming for it, he doesn't get it, and Roscoe back to defend. Martin collects on the far side once again, back to Roscoe in the middle. Roscoe going forward, plays it back to Martin, and there is the equalising goal for Bayern Bru as somebody celebrates by honking their car horn there. Roscoe moves forward there, plays it through to Martin, and then Martin placing it into the corner there. Bayern Bru back into this game after they find themselves behind 4-4 in this game. End-to-end stuff here. And I think, we should be fine. We've got all the players in the pitch. Not sure what the delay was. Maybe just Fatburn Rovers looking for some spaces to open up as they slowed it down. As Coco receives the ball in defence there, looks to drive forward. And the shot there straight at the feet of Timber, who looks to try and clear the ball, but it stays in the pitch there and bounces up against the board. Taylor has it. He's up against there. There's some shouts there. Play on, says the referee, as the ball's won there. And Mitchell puts it in the back of the net, and Fatburn Rovers ahead again in this match. Will they be able to see it out this time? Barney coming across, trying to tackle John there fairly, but unable to get the ball away, and the ball lands with Mitchell, and Mitchell puts it in the back of the net, and Cheesy, as he comes out to the edge of his box to try and make the save there. He sprawled it back, Finlay now with the chance. Oh, Cheesy down early and able to make the save. Good goalkeeping there. Mitchell now save there once again from Cheesy. Fatburn still have it, and then it's played back to the goalkeeper from his defender. Action-packed stuff, even though Fatburn Rovers are now a goal ahead in this game with plenty of time remaining. Both teams still going for it as Mitchell pushes forward. Mitchell plays across, and Timber can't get a touch on it, and Taylor sees it back to Cheesy. But there's a quick release here, and it's played to Coke in the middle. Can he get a second goal? Oh, he's just hit it over the bar and takes out his frustration on the goal. Not sure that's quite allowed there, Coco, but it's happened anyway. And now Fatburn Rovers are trying to get something at the end here. Probably in the worry that they'll concede again as Timber goes up against it with Coco. Timber looks like he's got away with it. Coco uses some form of a wrestling move. The referee decides that's enough. 5-4 final score to Fatburn Rovers. Game number 11, Week 9 Fatburn Football Season 9 sees O.B City versus Scrandinavia. O.B City in black shooting left to right, and Scrandinavia in red shooting right to left. O.B City early on here with an opportunity to come forward through Nathan, but the shot is blocked there by Thomas, and they'll look to push forward Scandinavia as it's played to Sam. Sam now takes a shot from distance and just wide of the goal there from Sam, who's returned back to Fatburn Football after a lengthy period of time out, as Brian has an opportunity there and just hits it over the top of the bar. Scandinavia on the defence now. Lewis hits that long all the way up, searching for a teammate, but it's going to actually find Stephen in the opposition instead. And Stephen coming forward now with the ball. Stephen running past Sam. Stephen continues forward. Can he get the shot away? Oh, he's just went too wide of the goal there. He can't quite get anything away there, but he's played it back in the middle to Lewis. Can Lewis make something of this? He's got some, he had some defenders there, was the word I was trying to get out before he hit it, but he manages to get past them anyway, and it is 1-0 to O.B City in this game. Lewis there, he's got Ross there for company, and there's also Brian and Lewis for Scandinavia coming across there, manages to get the ball past them both, and it is 1-0 to O.B City in this game. A good start for them. They'll be delighted with that, as Brian's won the ball away from Captain Lewis to Scandinavia, and Lewis for O.B City there with a second goal, and Scandinavia are behind quickly in this game after some defensive errors there. None more, can't get this out, none more than one from their captain. That's a bit of a tongue twister. People want to try that one, as Ryan takes a shot straight after the kickoff, but Matt there with the save. It looks like in goals there. So O.B City 2-0 up as Brian receives the ball, looking to play in Lewis. Save there from Barry to deny him, and that will help Barry getting a save in there on Lewis after Lewis putting 2 goals past him there. And Brian takes the shot, and Lewis and Barry there with the save, not Lewis, as Matt clears that away straight through to Nathan in the back line there. So 2-0 to O.B City as Brian looks to play Stephen, but not quite there. And Ross will pick that up there as he looks to play it out wide. And the shot there just off the boards, but it's loose. Oh, and a swing there from Lewis against Lewis, as Lewis for O.B City plays in Stephen, back to Lewis for O.B City, and Lewis for O.B City has got his hat-trick there after the Scandinavian captain. I don't think it was malicious. I think he thought there was an opportunity to get the shot on goal anyway. But Lewis for O.B City did well to get that ball and past him, and then play there with Stephen in order to find him in front of goals. And he gets his hat-trick completed there early on in this match. So Scandinavia, very, very quickly, 3-0 down in this match, and it's going to be a bit of a mountain for them to climb to get back into this, as Nathan plays the ball to Lewis there. Lewis pushing forward now, takes the shot, and Barry makes a save against Lewis to deny him from getting a fourth in this match. And you would feel that with a fourth goal this early on, it could have killed off the game completely. Connor now with the ball for Scandinavia, looking to play it across, and that's just not been communicated at all there. I think the ball was supposed to be left for the goalkeeper to pick up and play for it, but no communication there. It almost went to the back of the net there. Thomas also collecting it as it came out of the edge of the box. As Stephen picks up for O.B City, Stephen gets the fourth there, and it looks like O.B City will be keeping control of this match, although we have seen games earlier on where teams go 4-0 up and then everything capitulates there from it. So you never know for Scandinavia in this game. But O.B City have definitely looked like the more control in this match. It's Thomas, brilliant ball through the legs of Josh there, and Thomas with the shot, and Matt there with the save. And to be fair, whilst it didn't turn into a goal, those sort of chances, the sort of chances that Scandinavia are going to need to carve out for themselves in this match if they're going to get anything from this. Sam playing it all the way back to Connor. Connor cutting the middle of the pitch. The shot there from Connor, the save there from Matt. Good strong hand to palm that away. Thomas looks like he's got the ball, but he's in the dead camera zone, so it's very hard to comment on what's happening there, as Connor has got it there just on the edge of the camera, playing it back to Ross. Ross with the shot, Ross with the goal, and that will get Scandinavia back into this match. Brilliant play here by Connor to get it back into the middle of the pitch for Ross, and then Ross with the shot there. It might have taken the slightest nick off of Willie, but actually it bounced off of Matt's leg to confirm it going into the back of the net there. So a bit unfortunate from OB, from both their captain and their goalkeeper there, that they couldn't stop that shot. But Scandinavia will take that luck, and the scoreline reads 4-1 now, as Stephen picks up a loose ball there after Sam's deflection there and challenge against the O.B City player, lands at the feet of Willie, and Willie slots it away to reinstate the 4-goal lead here for O.B City. The shot here from Stephen bounced to the backboard, lands straight at the feet of Willie, almost like it was on purpose, and you know, only Stephen will be able to confirm if it actually was. But it does not matter. Willie takes the opportunity that's presented in front of him, and it is 5-1 as Sam hits the woodwork for Scandinavia, and Josh looks to come forward with the ball. He's got Connor hounding him there as he continues forward, and a bit of frustration creeping into Scrandinavia there. And you've got a feel for them. It has been a rough start into this game as Willie takes the shot. Barry with a good save there, and the ball should have spun in towards the goals, but luckily enough for Scandinavia, it did not. It bounced away from the goal, and it is collected by the goalkeeper. Connor there with a good block. Brian there, a bit of an accident bash into there, but it's play on with the advantage. Ross's shot just saved there by Matt. Brilliant opportunity there, but unfortunately for Scandinavia, not converted there. Scoreline remains 5-1. Ryan get a touch of the ball, go to Willie. Josh there in front of the goals, and the back heel doesn't come off. There would have been a spectacular goal for Josh, but unfortunately for him, it did not pull off there. Ball bouncing about. I think it's hit a bit of a tender part there, and Scandinavia play on here with Connor moving forward. Connor with a shot and another save there, and Scandinavia will be feeling frustrated as anything as the rain pours down now. As Brian picks up the ball after it's bounced across the O.B City box. Brian now up into the Scandinavia half as Connor there for company, but wins the ball well, and a nice wee pat in the back from both players there of sportsmanship respect there. Josh with the ball in front of Ross there for Scandinavia. Josh still has it though. Josh looks to play it back to the goalkeeper and looks to eat up some time as Matt plays the ball all the way up long, and we'll find Brian there. Brian just on the edge of the screen there, plays it back to Lewis, and Lewis gets the sick there. Easy as you like, and I think the fight from Scandinavia is maybe just waning out of them now with the scoreline reading 6-1. It was a very, very easy goal there, you have to say, for Scandinavia. The ball played across the box there, but Ross here straight after kickoff has got them a goal, and this might spur them on a little bit to get a couple of goals to leave it as a respectable scoreline. I think with the time left, it's not going to be enough for Scandinavia to bring back. It's going to be a big ask to score another 4 goals in what's left, but they might be able to cut down on this, to cut down the score line here, as O.B City are lost the ball in their defence. Lewis with the shot, and it's bounced away there from the clearance, and then eventually goes all the way into the box for O.B City's goalkeeper, so they'll be relieved with that. Scandinavia and Connor coming forward now. A wee bit more of a lift with that goal. I think it's given them a little bit more, but they will be tiring with the last matches happening here as Ryan plays it to Lewis, and then Lewis looks to play up to Ryan. Stephen looks like he's going to win that ball in the corner, but we can't see with that camera dead zone as Ross looks like he's played that ball. Oh, and it's landed with Ryan, and Ryan puts it into the back of the net there. Ryan coming across there and then just slotting it in past the goalkeeper. I think there's some questions asked to the referee about it being played on the floor. The referee's played with it on. 6-3, the final score in this match to O.B City. Final game of Week 9 sees Rapid Viennetta versus Parmesan Belgrade. Parmesan Belgrade in white shooting right to left, and Rapid Viennetta in orange shooting left to right. And I'm aware I've done them the other way around. It was a bit of a slip of the tongue and thought I'd roll with it anyway. So Parmesan Belgrade just now on the defence. Michael looking to receive the ball in goals there, and now quickly rolls it out to Martin to try and get an attack going here. Martin's got Gilly there for company, but eventually finds Chucky in the defensive line as the ball looks to play up there to Paddy. And then Paddy plays it back to Chucky. Bit of keep ball here from Parmesan Belgrade. Slow build up, but there'll be a burst or something in a minute. As you can see, Jordan's got the ball there, tossing, turning there, and then gets the shot away. And there's the opening goal for Parmesan Belgrade in this match. Went from stand still, not quite stand still, but slow controlled play to a burst of energy there through Jordan. And it's 1-0 to Parmesan very quickly into this match. And Rapid Viennetta looking to have to start things off once again on the far side there. Kier with the ball looks to play into the box, but there's nobody there, and now here comes a burst from Parmesan, but Gilly steps in to stop that opportunity for them. Jordan with the ball looking to kind of goad in Aiden to get him to commit into a tackle before running past Two defenders there for Rapid, though, have stopped them going forward. Now he plays it back to Paddy. Is Paddy going to shoot from distance here? Looks like he's teeing it up just wide of the goal there. And Martin with a full up and the save from James. And now Aidan chips across to Gilly. Gilly chance, 1-on with the goalkeeper. Gilly with the finish, and Rapid Viennetta on what must be one of their first attacks forward here. Gets the goal. Brilliant counter-attack, sucker punch counter-attack here from them as they play it past Michael Ingalls there into the back of the net and make the score line 1-1 in this game. And Parmesan Belgrade, who probably thought after getting the opening goal that they might be able to control the game, have found themselves now on level terms and having to start everything again as Aidan looks to play through now, and they're cut open once again. Jordan there asking for the sub, and he's going to have to wait until the game stops. So the save there from Michael against Aidan, and then eventually the game gets to a halt for Jordan to sub there. Although Paddy now with the ball applying the same pace and power there as Jordan supplied earlier, and his shot bounces off the crossbar there. Rapid looking to come forward now. Great play between Niall and Aidan. Niall now taking it into the corner, looking to cut it back. Does so, but it's intercepted by Chucky. And Chucky sent Paddy away. Paddy with a shot. Paddy with the goal for Parmesan Belgrade. Great finish there, even with Jordan off the pitch. There, Paddy's able to still apply the pace and power there. Lovely little ball into him. Then the first time finish, James manages to get a hand on it, but not enough to push it away. And it is 2-1 in this game as Gilly plays the ball out to Niall as he look to try and get things started once again. It's then to Aidan. Can Aidan get the shot away? He does, but it's blocked by Chucky to deny Rapid Viennetta a quick return into this match. Keir now playing it out to Aidan. Aidan in this near side looks to play in the middle. Chucky once again intercepting there, and Paddy's coming forward, running with the ball with a shot, and it's just wide of the goal there, unfortunately for him and for Parmesan Belgrade. Calm in the middle of the pitch, but it's been, in fact, I thought he was going to lose it out to Keir, but Keir's gave it back to Paddy, and then now Keir's won it again. Keir with the shot, Michael on the edge of the box. Great save there to stop the opportunity there. Niall now playing it down the line into the dead camera zone there, and Gilly with the ball looks to play the back post. Oh, save from Michael, rushing across to his far post, manages to block the ball and get it round the goal there. Brilliant goalkeeping from there as Cal has the ball for Rapid Viennetta through to Aidan. Aidan going to push forward now with the shot and the tip over from Michael there. Still only 2-1, and Rapid Viennetta have totally came into this game now. Gilly on the far side. Gilly looking to play into the middle to Aidan. Aidan has Cal there. Does he use him? He does. Cal will he take the shot? He does, and Michael with the save there. And Rapid Viennetta definitely looking like the team that's going to score next and to bring this into level. But you never know with this Parmesan Belgrade player, Parmesan Belgrade team, as Paddy hits over the top there. With Jordan now back on the pitch, they've got Jordan and Paddy at their disposal, as well as Chucky and Martin, as Chucky collects the ball there, and a lovely nutmeg there through to Jordan, who just hits the ball wide onto the second one, and then James has to punch that away. Chucky there with the miss set, and Cal will take that now. Cal looking to play through Aidan, but a man on him there, and Aidan just hits wide, and the ball is cleared away from Gilly before he gets a chance. Cal with the shot, the save from Michael. All action up in front of the Parmesan Belgrade goal line here as Chucky looks to play it up to Jordan there. Jordan with the shot, but not quite there. He's picked up though before it's went into the box. They're claiming it's went in. The referee says no, and the game continues on from there. Lewis now collecting the ball for Rapid Viennetta. Again, non-stop. This is kept going all match. Lewis looking to play in the middle to Aidan. Aidan shot blocked by Calm there, and it will go into the corner, and Parmesan Belgrade will get a chance to reset. Michael collects that ball for them to get things restarted here. We are getting deeper and deeper into this game, and it only remains as a 1-goal lead for Parmesan Belgrade. Martin's lost the ball though to Cal. Cal playing it through to Aidan. Aidan now, will he take the shot? He does. Oh, and there's the equalising goal from Aidan. Head and hands there from Martin. He holds up a hand of apology there. As much as it's his bad for losing the possession, that is still a great pass from Cal to pick out Aidan, and Aidan still has to apply the finish, with Michael producing save after save so far in this game. But both of those things aligned for Rapid Viennetta, and they've managed to get the equalising goal in this. And we are into the last passages of play in this match, and will there be a winner in this game? Vital for Parmesan Belgrade to try and get a winner in this game in order for them to try and take that top spot away from Fatburn Rovers. Full-time whistle whistles are being blown on our pitches. There's only moments left here. Niles chased that ball into the Parmesan half. It comes back out to Aiden. Aiden, can he hold on to it? It's back into the corner again. Multiple players into that corner. The ball's rolled out though to Martin. Can Martin get a last minute chance here for Parmesan Belgrade? It's into the opposite corner though. Back to Callum. Callum, middle of the pitch for the shot. It is high and wide. Referee blows for full time. 2-2 final score in this match. Confirmation of the final scores on your screen, including that nail-biting comeback from Fatburn Rovers and that draw between Rapid Viennetta and Parmesan Belgrade. And we'll look at the table after all the scores are in. Fatburn Rovers remain top by 1 point against Parmesan Belgrade. Bayern Bru on 43, 1 point ahead of O.B City. Ivory Toast on 40, Rapid Viennetta on 32. Flaberdeen now only 1 point ahead of Scrandinavia, who are at the bottom of the table on 25 points. Fives are delighted to offer sponsorship opportunities for local, national and international businesses. If you'd like to find out more about sponsorship opportunities, go to our website at fatfives.football/sponsor. Fives football player registration is open and we're accepting new players to the league. Please head to our website fatfives.football to find the player registration form on our homepage. Don't forget to like and subscribe to make sure that you're notified of all the highlights for this upcoming season.